It's the 29th of December and today's just not a very happy day. Can you believe it's been 14 years? I like woke up at 2 and I just like my mind was just going and I kept waking up Corey, but I just could not sleep. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you have any questions about Logan or anything regarding like his heart disease, and so I got some right here and I'm gonna answer just a few of them. Hello, I wanted to come on here and tell you guys, I'm with Brock right now. When Brock came, he picked me up and we went to our store, which is called Harmon's, and we got some flowers for Logan because today is the day. It's the 29th of December and today's just not a very happy day, but we got him some flowers. My mom was like, oh, can you pick him up some flowers? I was like, yeah, of course. So we tried to find something that was blue just because, you know, I'm pretty sure that was like his favorite color. So it's super pretty. I love these flowers. They're gorgeous. And then while we were there, I was like, you know what? I want to give my parents something. So we got my mom these really pretty flowers. And then I got her some red vines because I'm pretty sure that's her favorite tree. She's not very into like the sugary treats things, but, and then my dad, I got him sugar babies. I don't have those right now because I already gave them to him. And then when I gave him, he's like, what do you want? You're sucking up. And I was like, no, I'm not. But that's just my dad. He's joking though. Now I'm just waiting for her to come downstairs because she's getting ready right now because we're gonna go to his cemetery. So yeah, I'm just waiting for my mom to come down and then we can give it to her. Yay! My mom's downstairs. Grab flowers. I'll grab the treat. Mom, we got you something. I can't remember if Dad said your favorite flowers were, yeah.
They're my favorite.
I was right. All right, we got you some red vines. Because I didn't know what treat you liked, but.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we didn't really know what to give Dad.
We hold together.
I told you. I was like, we'll probably make my mom cry. And then these are the flowers for, are you okay? She's not okay.
It's okay.
But we got flowers for Logan. Are you okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. You're welcome.
Shouldn't have done it, made me cry.
My bad.
So pretty though. I love the pink ones.
I know.
Yeah.
Those are so fucking pretty. Rocky, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, you guys, that was a really nice surprise from Brock, and we are heading out right now. We're gonna go down to the cemetery for the anniversary of Logan. And should we bring the puppies too, Cor? It's been 14 years today. 14 years. Can you believe it's been 14 years?
14.
I actually wrote on Instagram, I could not sleep last night. I like woke up at 2 and I just like my mind was just going and I kept waking up Corey, but I just could not sleep. It was hard. Like last night, it was just like, I don't know. Every year, especially around this time, I mean, his birthday's hard enough, but like the day to remember the day he actually passed away, it's always so hard, don't you think? Yeah. It's probably one of the harder days, but
It looks like it's outside now.
it actually did, and then it got really, what's the word I'm looking for? The really thick fog.
Yeah.
What is it though? It was just like really thick fog about 6 o'clock at night, and that's
Driving home.
and we left the hospital about 9 o'clock at night because he passed away at 6:43.
PM.
Yeah, 6:43 p.m. I wanted to stay with him as long as I could, and then the morgue came, and so the nurse is like, I hate to rush you, but she gave us like 3 hours with him.
We gave him a bath and then
And we held him.
we didn't want to go through the whole morgue.
So today is another day, another year, and I was saying I hate it because it feels like I'm getting further away from him.
He would be probably about this big.
And he probably would. He'd probably be a little bit taller than Rhett.
He would keep this one under wraps.
I think that's one thing that's hard too, is I wish we had a brother here for him. It's just, you know, Rhett being the only boy. Oh, look.
He's wearing jeans.
Wearing jeans. Rhett. You guys,
Must be a new day.
it must be a new special occasion. Rhett does not wear jeans normally. He always wears his sweatpants, so that's big. Okay, we're gonna head out right now. We're gonna go down and go to the cemetery, drop off some beautiful flowers that Kesley and Brock picked up for me. Thank you guys so much. Another year. Let's do it. Let's go. I love it because this year we can actually see it's a little dirty. Corey just tried wiping it down. All right, got some little beautiful flowers. One of our favorite things about this cemetery specifically is the view, for one. And number two, there are real bunnies here that are usually out, and they like are so fun to chase, especially during the summertime. It's like so fun to find, like to bring my kids and come down here, because we would always come on Sundays and just walk around, and it's warm and there'd be bunnies out. It's just so pretty. It's so fun here. And I do have like a peaceful feeling when I come here. There's just like, there's something about being here that makes me happy, and having all my kids together. We just dropped off our dogs to my parents' house, and it's like leaving kids. My dad had to hold Lucy as we're leaving because Lucy gets all panicked, and then Bailey's just like she'll run out the door if it's open.
She hates when we leave her.
And so my mom's holding Bailey and my dad's holding
Lucy hates when we leave her. She knows it too. She knows what's going on.
It was so funny. It's like we're leaving our toddlers so we can go to dinner. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Well, Lucy's done it so many times. She knows, like when we're going to the house, she starts squealing because she knows we're gonna leave her there.
We were going to go to Brick Oven, but it is closed. We came to our another favorite place, Pizza Factory. So good. Has the best breadsticks and the best raspberry lemonade. So we're fine with this place too. We are home now. It is 6:28. At 6:43 p.m. it will be exactly 14 years. And I love like watching it on the clock. It's like my thing that I do every year. Anyway, so I asked you guys on Instagram if you have any questions about Logan or anything regarding like his heart disease. And so I got some right here, and I'm gonna answer just a few of them. How did you tell Kesley? Kesley actually came to the hospital the night that he was going to pass. Kesley was almost 3. She didn't really understand what was going on, but she came to the hospital the day he passed away and got up on his bed. He was intubated, so he was not awake, but she jumped up on the bed and said, "Bye, Logan, I love you." And his eyes like popped open, and like he was trying so hard to fight it. It was like he was wanting to see her one last time. So that was that. I think we remember telling her, "You got to say goodbye to your brother." I really don't remember much, but I know we told her that he was going back to heaven. In fact, when I was pregnant with Rhett, she said, "Mom, I'm so excited to have a new baby brother." And I'm like, "I know." And she's like, "Is he gonna stay?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, Logan didn't stay." And I'm like, "Yeah, he's gonna stay. He's healthy and he's good." I remember her asking me that. But yeah, other than that though, I feel like she didn't really understand it. But we kept talking about him as if he was around all the time. What do you think Logan would be like if he were here today, Corey? What do you think?
I think he'd be a good mix of Rhett and Kesley.
You think so? I showed a picture on another video I did, which I feel like this is probably what he would look like. This is a picture of Hunter Hayes, and I honestly think that is what Logan would have looked like. I feel like he is a younger version of my dad. He almost looks just like my nephew, and I can see a little bit of Kesley features in Hunter, and I feel like he just looks like a sibling of Kesley's. And I think that like his eyes just totally match Logan. So I think that's what he would have looked like. Not sure if his hair would have been as dark, but that's what I think. Next question is, could we have had any more kids with heart disease? And there was a 10% chance, according to my cardiologist. She said it was not necessarily hereditary, but there was a 10% chance of it happening again. It wasn't like a genetic thing or anything like that. What heart disease did Logan have? He had pulmonary anonymous venous return and a tetralogy of Fallot. And it was 2 combinations that the doctors had never seen before ever in one heart. And the fact that Logan had it and was alive, they actually called him the miracle baby. And so that was kind of cool, like that like all the doctors were like, he's the miracle child, he's the miracle baby. So that's what he was known as on the hospital floor. So it was amazing that he was alive as long as he was. Do you have anything of his still? Yes, we have all of his stuff. I kept everything. I kept all the pajamas and his blankets and just all of his clothes and his stuffed animals, and Like I even have things from the hospital. I have all his big hospital bills and everything like that. So yeah. How did we deal with the loss? I would honestly say that we started the process of grieving before he even passed away. So I think when the time did come when we said goodbye to him, I think we worked up to it where it was okay for us to let him go, and it was okay for us to make him feel like he could go. We were wanting it so bad for him just to hang on, but it came to the point one evening when he wasn't doing so well, the night before he passed away, I turned to Corey and I said, I'm ready to let him go because I can't watch him suffer anymore. Did Logan ever talk before he died? He said mama and dada, and that was kind of it. He was only 8.5 months old too. Could it have been prevented? No. I could have found out while I was pregnant with him. It was missed in the ultrasound at my 20-week ultrasound, and then it was missed again when he was born because they thought he just had immature lungs. But no, there was nothing. It was just some really honestly crazy thing. The way it, I don't know, the doctors were just like, it's amazing that he's alive, and I'm grateful for that I had 4 months with him at home, if you want to say it as normal as could be. What is your favorite moment with him? I would always sing to him, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I'd always sing that to him. And we call him Brother Bear. And whenever I would get ready to nurse him, he would kick his legs and get super excited because that was kind of like our time to bond. And I don't know, I loved that. Whenever I would nurse him, I could make him feel better. So I loved that. So that was probably my favorite moments with him, is just nursing him and looking down at his little face. What was some coping strategies, or how have you dealt with Logan's death? Still, I mean, it's definitely gotten better over the years. I wouldn't say it's fully like, oh, we're just so great. Like, we never think about him. We always think about him every day. I don't really have any necessarily like any coping strategies or anything like that. I think the number one thing was constantly praying and having faith that I know I'm gonna see him again.
Were you scared to have other kids?
Yeah, I was. Every single pregnancy I had from there on out, I had special ultrasound, like a special heart technician that looked at it and really examined the heart, and they really examined it. I mean, it took a long time. It was like an hour and a half. I just laid there and they just looked at the heart constantly, and all my babies were healthy, and I was so grateful.
Did you notice anything off about him when he was born?
No, which was funny. We didn't until we went to Jackson Hole.
And that's another question as well.
That was 4 months old.
They asked if weather or something had any effect on him, which...
It's 6:43. He took his last breath. I'm sorry, I just had to show that. 6:43. And it was the most beautiful little sound you'll ever hear in your entire life. It was the one time that he had like a full oxygen, wouldn't you say? It was like, he's like... I don't explain it. It's like the best breath I think he ever had ever, because he's always breathing like super fast. Like that last breath was so peaceful and so long and so like it almost felt like he had the best breath. But it was such a beautiful sound. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It was, I still remember it. Do you?
How did you handle the grief? Did you guys handle it differently? How did you stop it from affecting your marriage?
Ooh. Something like this will either make you or break you in a marriage, and
either you can do it together or you can blame each other.
Yeah, we had different grieving times. I grieved at night before bed, and he would wake up like 4 or 5 in the morning and was crying. And so like I would comfort him, and we had different times that we'd grieve. It made our marriage stronger because we weren't blaming either of each, we weren't blaming each other for the death. In fact, I knew that he was going through and experiencing the same pain that I was, and so to me that was comforting to be able to lean on Corey, because I knew that this was our child that we lost, and so that was comforting to me. How soon after did you get pregnant with your next baby? It was a little quick, and I'll be honest, unless you've been through it, I don't feel like people should ever judge somebody, because I got pregnant a month after Logan passed away, and it was planned. I wanted it that way because I did not want to be empty-armed on the anniversary of his death. I wanted to hold a baby in my arms, and I did not want to be childless. I wanted to hold a baby, and it wasn't to replace anybody. It wasn't to replace.
That was probably one of the best decisions we made because it helped us.
It healed.
It helped us keep moving forward.
And we were healing.
Because we had another child we had to start taking care of.
I don't know, I just feel like, to me, like it was something that worked for us. If it doesn't work for some people, that's fine. But for me, I'm so grateful. I have no regrets that I got pregnant, because the 1 year anniversary, I was holding Rhett, and it was so, I mean, I was still in tears, and it was hard, but it was way more bearable.
Have you had any experiences where Logan has been in your presence or dreams?
I was crying in Logan's room after he passed away, and Kesley comes walking into the room, and she says, "Hi Mom, hi Logan." And I'm like, "What? Where's Logan?" And she's all, "Right there." And she pointed behind me. So I don't know if she saw something, because I didn't see it, but it was so comforting to me that she pointed behind me. What was Logan's middle name? It was Thomas. It's my maiden name. Logan Thomas LeRoy. And yes, you guys, our last name is LeRoy, but we say Leroy. It's just easier. It's LeRoy, L-E capital R-O-Y. But
Just comes out.
it just comes out Leroy.
If we say Leroy, you then ask us how to spell it.
Yeah, people are like, Leroy, L-A? I'm like,
Leroy.
no, it's L-E capital R-O-Y.
He was between Kesley and Rhett, so
Yeah,
he would have been 14
yeah.
years old.
Yeah, he would have
A
been
year older than that.
turning 15 in April, which makes me sad to think that he'd be getting ready to get his permit and stuff like that. I don't know, stuff like that makes me sad.
Does Rhett still wish he had an older brother?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he does.
oh yeah, for sure. I think
He's the only boy.
it's hard for Rhett, and it makes me sad sometimes for Rhett when I think, what would it be like if Logan were here? They'd be playing soccer and going to football games and like hanging out. Like that makes me so sad.
I have to be more involved with Rhett just because
Yeah.
he doesn't have another boy.
Anyway, you guys, I hope we answered some of your questions. We're gonna end our video. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
Bye guys.